So today's project is to put this 75 gallon on a stand today using all the scrap wood that I have in the back here. So it's gonna be a bit of a project because there's actually a bunch of nails and stuff and screws in those boards because they're actually from the pantry that I tore out of my house. So I gotta basically take them all apart, make some cuts, and I'll show you guys kind of the best way that I've found online to make a stand for a big 75 gallon tank. So hope you guys enjoy. The dimensions for this will vary depending on what size tank you have. For this, I'm doing a 75 gallon, so the total outside dimensions of it, including the frame, is 18.5 inches by 48.5 inches. So for this, I cut two pieces at 18.5 inches, which is your total depth. And then I cut two pieces at 45.5 inches. I get 45.5 inches by taking the total width and minusing the width of the two 18.5 piece inches that I'm going to put on the side. So a 2x4 is about 1.5 inches after it's been milled down. So you minus 3 inches from your total width, and that's how you get the dimensions for that. And then I cut those out and screw them together into a box like you'll see here. That box should match up with the edge of your aquarium basically on all sides like this one does here. And then we got to make one more. After you make a second box that's the exact same as the first one you've made, all you're going to do is cut 4 pieces to whatever height you want your stand to be. So for mine, I wanted it to be 35 inches. So I cut 4 pieces to 35 inches. And then I just screwed them onto the bottom on the inside of box number 1. And then screw them in on the inside of box number 2 so that both boxes are on either side. And this will begin to look like a stand. So after those steps, it should look something like this. We basically have a platform here where the tank will stand and then some uprights. This has no actual support on the tank as the weight is all on these. So what you're gonna do, and I already cut one, is you're basically gonna cut 2x4s to the width of this so that all your weight is sitting directly on top of a 2x4, and this should support the entire tank. So we're gonna go around and put some on all the sides. For this step, when I go in, I'll just measure each gap to see what exactly the measurement is in between the two 2x4s. You want it to be pretty tight. You want to really have to kind of hammer the piece into the spot, because the tighter it is, kind of the more weight it's going to hold successfully and the more level it's going to be. So I just go in and cut all 4 of those and wedge them in, and then I actually cut some for the sides as well. So there'll be supports on all 4 fronts and then 4 on each of the sides. For this one, I only had done 2 at the point of the video because I ran out of wood, but I'll go back and do the other 2 later. So this is the stand when it's all said and done. The only extra thing I did is put in supports on this corner and this corner over here. So basically we have 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and then you could do 2 on each side, but I just did 1 in opposite corners on the sides, and that really should do it. As you can see, like, this doesn't move at all. Will definitely hold my weight, no problem at all. If I want to, I could put in supports on the front here, but honestly, I don't think you need to. I know that for structural support, you need upright supports every 4 feet. This is a 4-foot tank, so honestly, we should be good because these 2 here aren't 48 inches apart. They're only about 43 inches apart, so technically, I don't think I need it. If it looks like I get any bowing when I start filling it, I'll put in the upright supports because I've never actually done this before, but according to everything I've read online, this should be good. My cinder block stands hold the same thing. They're 43 inches apart in the middle and they hold up just fine. So I really don't think I'm going to have much of a problem, but this is what the stand looks like. I'll put the 75 gallon on here so you can see that as well. And then that should pretty much be it. And there's the 75 on its stand. So as you can see, it's pretty much flush with the front and everything. I may put something over the front of this so you can't see underneath it, and maybe it'll look a little nicer, probably black so it matches the rest of it. But in terms of holding the tank, it's doing a pretty good job, so I'm super happy with how it turned out, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'd love to see if you make one of these, so make sure to check me out on Instagram, TikTok, all that kind of stuff. So if you do end up making one, I'd love to see it, and I'd love to show it to me. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you make your own stand, save you some money, and I'll see you guys in the next video.